Good morning, welcome back to Bangkok, Thailand. A very sunny Bangkok, Thailand today. We are on the way to a place that we've been kind of going to a lot since we've been back in Thailand, which is like these kind of food markets that they have. They're actually a little bit different to the kind of traditional Thai street food markets. These are more like a food court, but it's outside. The atmosphere in them is actually great. They've got live music sometimes as well. They've got a variety of different foods, so it's not just Thai street food. It's actually like you can get Japanese food, you can get burgers and chips, you can get Thai food as well. So there's a big variety of them. They're everywhere in Thailand, and the reason we sort of made this video is a bit different to the norm. We were kind of on the phone with the family last night, and you know, they were saying, you know, yeah, glad to be back in Thailand. You're like, what is it that you love so much about it? And we ended up just talking about this place, and then we said, you know what, if we're telling people at home about it, why not show you guys as well? So we're gonna go try some good food, show you around a little bit, show you what it's like. We'll cover some prices as well, so I guess if you're coming to Thailand, you know, you'll get an idea of how much things are going to cost. The one that we're going to is actually very close to a hotel. It's called the Camping Ground, but like I said, there's so many of them in Thailand. Just walking around, you'll just come across them. So yeah, we're just approaching it here. It's just in on the right hand side. So before we get into it, just make sure to subscribe to our channel. We'd greatly appreciate it. If you're coming to Thailand, we actually spent 6 months in Thailand earlier this year. We travelled through, we started in Bangkok, we went to the north in Chiang Mai, we went to some of the islands in the south. So if you are coming to Thailand, maybe them videos will be of some benefit to you. So yeah, before we get into it, hit that subscribe button and let's go.
Okay, so we're in the camping ground, and this is sort of the layout of it all. So there's like loads of tables, loads of food stalls selling so many different types of foods. Now it is quite quiet now because it is early in the day. Later on it will get a lot busier, people finishing work and stuff and coming out for their dinner. So it's a really popular spot. So our plan is we're gonna go and get some food. We haven't actually eaten yet, so we're quite hungry. We're gonna start off with some Thai food. It is our favorite type of food. We've traveled right through Asia and we just love Thai food. But we are gonna try a different variety of food today, just to show you what the market is selling and just to go through some different prices as well. Okay, so we've just ordered our first dish. One of our favourites, and actually one of the most popular dishes in Thailand. It's called Crepe. It's our go-to dish. So it's really cool, the little setup they have. So you can order your food and then they give you this little buzzer thing, and then it will just flash and sort of vibrate then when your food is ready. $140 baht for that. Oh my god, honestly, you can eat for so cheap over in Thailand. That's what we love about it.
So yes, Kapau, our favourite dish in Thailand. Now, if you're a foreigner and you're coming to Thailand and you're watching videos or reading blogs or something, you'll probably hear the words Pad Thai, which is probably the #1 most popular dish, especially for foreigners in Thailand. And it is nice. We just happen to think that there's better, but again, food is fairly relative, so we go for the Kapau. Another great dish as well is a cashew stir fry. So they're all rice stir fry dishes. This one is mixed with basil and garlic, so that's why, and they put a little egg on top of it as well. And then you can add in whether it be seafood, chicken, pork. I get tofu, egg tofu, which is really, really nice. Samantha goes for chicken, but yeah, as we said, Kapau. 160 baht. Was it 160 baht?
140 baht.
140, sorry, for both.
The two dishes, and it's just so delicious. It probably looks so simple when you look at it on the plate, but Thai food is just on another level with the flavours that's in it. Like as Keelan said, yeah, you can get it in either chicken, pork, beef or tofu, and it's stir fried in basil and garlic and chilies if you do like a hot. So we obviously went for it without the chilies because we're not too keen on the spicy food. We just can't handle it. And then you get a fried egg on top of the rice as well, which is our new go-to. We've never had it until we came to Thailand, and it's just like a game changer, honestly. A fried egg on top of rice.
So yeah, this is the egg tofu, and to be honest with you, I never actually had it before until coming to Thailand. So as we were talking earlier, most of the dishes are predominantly meat, so they will have pork and chicken and stuff in it. So I get the tofu one. This is a different one to what we used to in Europe. Like, we have a different type of tofu. This is more of an eggy sort of texture, but it's very, very nice. To be fair, it did take me a couple of times to get used to it, but now it's just absolutely amazing. Tofu is a bit of a funny one with people because it does taste a little bit kind of bland, I guess, but the way Thai people cook their rice and their veg and the sauces and the spices, the mixtures, everything, it just brings the tofu to life kind of thing. So it's absolutely beautiful. Right, so empty plates. That was absolutely delicious, and for the price as well.
honestly. And the way it works as well, for Thailand having so many, like so much street foods, it's so clean. We always talk about it's such a clean city, but like there's just a good system going. So basically nobody just leaves their rubbish hanging around. We'll go over now and just bring the plates and stuff back. But yeah, it's so clean. Also just want to mention about this place, the setting is absolutely gorgeous. I'm just looking at it here as we're eating, it's so peaceful. It's surrounded by like loads of trees. So the style and the theme of it is like the campground. So it doesn't feel like we're in the middle of a big busy city at all, honestly. It's lovely. So if you are looking for a little break out of the city, because like you'll notice around Bangkok, the streets are lined with so many street food vendors. This is just sort of different. It's very nice, I have to say.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Oh, right, after that, we need some desserts. I don't think we'll have to walk very far, but we're on the lookout for something tasty and something sweet.
Right, okay, so we're going for a banana and Nutella crepe. We were going to go for a Roti, which is a really popular dessert as well over here. We love it. It's like a pancake, but the stall is closed today. So we're going to settle for a crepe, which sounds amazing as well.
These are all the choices that you can get. You can get Ovaltine, crunchy cream, banana, Nutella, banana, grain red jelly, banana and chocolate, Nutella, golden threads, banana, strawberry jam, rainbow sprinkles. So yeah, sweet overload.
We're also going for one between us because we are quite full from the cabrao. Thai dishes are actually quite filling.
Oh my god, the size of that.
Look at that. Thank god we got one between us. 60 baht. Smells amazing, honestly.
Okay, so we found another little spot here to have this crepe. It is starting to fill up in there now. It's still not at the capacity that it will be later on tonight, because it is quite a large camping ground, so there's plenty of options and places to sit. So yeah, we found a little place here and we're going to get stuck into this. The size of this, and as Samantha said, I'm so glad we only got one.
Right, so let's have a taste test.
It's one of those things that you kind of have to look and see how they actually eat it.
I think it's going to be an awkward one, yeah.
Okay.
Because it's quite crispy, like that's actually hard. I think it's going to just crumble. Yeah. So let's try it anyway.
Don't get your head lost in it.
It's very crispy and very tasty, I have to say. I think it's going to be very sloppy. It's actually quite light as well. I don't think it'd be too filling. The crepe part is quite light. It's like a wafer.
Right. If you bite into it, it's just going to fall apart. It's like glass.
Oh god, what a mess.
Definitely not the easiest thing to eat.
That's one thing as well to mention about this campground. There's so many food stalls and drink stalls as well. You can get alcohol drinks. They're not actually open yet. I think they'll start to open up soon. But we were looking to get a Roti and we couldn't get it because the stall was shut and there's nowhere else we could get it. So no stall sells the same things.
Yeah.
So there is quite a variety, which is really cool as well. So there's no like competition or anything between the stalls. They all sell different dishes.
It's also quite nice about here. It's definitely the atmosphere, as we kind of touched on it before. But also as well, if you go to somewhere and you want a particular dish or something like that, they will just direct you to the stall across the way or next door or anything like that. So as Samantha said, there doesn't seem to be much like competitiveness. No one's asking you to eat at their place. There's nobody standing outside saying, oh come on, eat here or whatever like that. It's all very relaxed, very easy. I think that just plays into the atmosphere. I think that's why it's so enjoyable.
Right, so now that we've finished our dessert, it's time to wash it down with a lovely Thai tea.
So they have an espresso Americano, then more coffees. What else do we have?
Here we go, Thai tea. That's what we want to get. 50 baht.
Oh, that looks the business.
Doesn't it? Iced as well, we just need it for the heat.
Okay, so overall spend thus far is 250 baht. That's been 2 dinners slash lunch kind of thing. Then we've had a dessert and now a tea. And like that is a very good price, but like you can actually get it cheaper as well in other parts of Thailand. Like if you're watching from Europe, you're probably thinking, Jesus, that's really affordable, and it is. But yeah, Thailand be even more affordable in certain parts. But yeah, the prices here are still very good as well.
So yeah, this is Thai tea, and the ingredients of it is sugar, so it's really sweet, condensed milk, so it's actually really thick. It's like a milkshake sort of texture.
Right.
And black tea, and also some spices as well. So you can get a little kick off it. You taste this tea also really strong. Just really refreshing, I have to say. It's quite a unique taste, but very nice.
If you were watching our India series, you'll know that we fell in love with the chai or the tea in India. It is by far the #1 tea in the world. I would then put Irish tea as number 2. I think that's definitely a close second to masala chai. It depends as well, like I said earlier, every taste is all relative. Like, so when I have tea at home in Ireland, I like it very, very strong with a tea bag left in it and only a little bit of milk. But with these teas, a lot of it is milk. So I'm not like, they taste really, really nice. I just don't know if I drink the whole lot of that, because it is a very milky kind of thing, you know, that sort of way. But that's a lot of the teas in Asia are centered around the milk, whereas in Europe, I think, you know, it's mostly around the tea bag with water kind of thing. So again, it just depends on your taste.
It's like a milkshake, isn't it?
Yeah, there's definitely like a milkshakey kind of feel off it, but I think the main purpose of tea here is for it to be refreshing. As Amanda said, it's very hot, so they do get a lot of tea and coffee served this way, iced, which is really, really nice and refreshing. When I think of tea, I just think of warm, you know, strong cup of tea. So again, like I said, it's all relative.
Another tea that I've been really addicted to since I came to Thailand as well is the lemon iced tea. So I don't know, I think that wins over the Thai tea. Yeah. I just love it. It's so refreshing, especially in the heat, is the lemon iced tea. Yummers. And you can get it everywhere for really, really cheap. But today we just said we'd go for the Thai tea.
Right, we're going to take a little bit of a break from the market. Well, our stomachs need a break. We don't normally do a lot of kind of like food videos and stuff like that. Every now and again we do, but I don't know, you see these videos on YouTube of these people eating like lots and lots of food, and you're like, they must have done it over the course of 2 or 3 days, because you can't eat that much in one go. But yeah, we're gonna have a little bit of a break. Come back in a while when it's dark, so we can show you what it's like. There'll be a band playing as well, a little bit more of a nighttime atmosphere, I guess. We'll try some more food as well, but for now we're just gonna go back to the hotel room, chill for maybe an hour or so, and then we'll be back in the market.
Okay, fast forward 2 hours later, we're nice and refreshed. We had a little lie down. I'm not gonna lie, it was actually needed. We were quite full, and then the heat as well, I find, was knock you out. So we're on our way back down to the market, and as you can see, it's dark now, so you will see it all lit up. It's really, really cool. It's actually like being at a campsite, the way they have the team done, and all the stalls have like little lights hanging out of them and the trees and stuff. And as you mentioned earlier, there is a band on as well. So we're gonna go down and get some more food and have some drinks. But yeah, it's one of the main reasons that we love Thailand so much, is these street markets. Honestly, there's just such a good atmosphere. We love the whole social aspect of Thailand, the way everyone just gathers, especially in the evening time. They come out for their dinner to enjoy a drink together. It's just lovely. Look how pretty it is. And as you can see, it's full of people now at this time. It's gorgeous, honestly, we love it. So we have to get more food. We don't know what we're actually going to get. What are you in the humour?
I don't know, we'll have to have a little walk around and see.
You've seen there's a lot of Japanese food, so you might get a bit of Japanese food since we've only come from Japan.
Okay, so we just put our order in for some gyozas, Japanese food. There's lots of it here. We discovered the gyozas when we were in Japan actually, but they're like a dumpling thing made with mainly pork, but here we're actually able to get some cheese ones with some spinach and stuff like that. So it was 120 baht for you get 10 of them. They're about that size. They're quite small, they're quite nice. If you watch that camper series we were talking about Japanese food, we couldn't really take to it. Some of it was quite nice, but we just didn't have that kind of feeling we have for like Indian food and for Thai food. So, but the gyozas was definitely the #1 Japanese food that we thought anyway. So it's great that we can get them here in a Thai market. They look amazing, thank you very much. Oh, and the sauce and the thing, lovely. Perfect, thank you very much, bye bye. Look at them. You can probably see around me the place is much more full compared to earlier on. So Samantha's had to find a seat down in the corner here, and we were lucky to get one because I'm just looking around and there doesn't seem to be any seats anywhere. The place is rammed now, which we knew it would be because we had been here before and we know, but at night time it gets really, really busy. So Samantha's found a spot. She's about to bring her gyozas.
One of my favourite street foods, honestly. I love them so much. We had them so much in Japan, and Keelan couldn't actually try a lot of them in Japan because a lot of them were, because pork is the main ingredient in a gyoza, so a lot of them were just pork. That was it. But we're after getting some that have cheese inside here. So there's like melted cheese as well on the outside of them with like oregano I can smell. They look delicious, really, really crispy the way we like them. Oh my god, they're so good, honestly. There's cheese in the inside, cheese melted on the outside of them, sprinkled with oregano. They're so tasty. And they also come with some soy sauce as well, that you can dip them in and just give them that salty flavour as well. Oh yeah. So just on prices of the gyoza, so Keelan obviously already filled you in on it, and it was 120 baht for the gyozas, so you get like 10 of them, and they're more of a snacky food, whereas like earlier on we paid 140 baht, so only 20 baht extra, and we got 2 Thai meals each. So that's just sort of like a difference in the prices. I don't know if it's because it's Japanese food or whatever. Now, don't get me wrong, they're very, very tasty and they are a delicious snack. And especially for me and Keelan, we're not really too keen on Japanese food. It wouldn't be like our go-to or our favourite. We love Thai food, but the gyozas are definitely one snack that I do love, I must say.
I think when you've spent as much time in Asia as us, you do kind of qualm about things like that. I mean, it's 120 baht, I think it's a bit over €3. If you're watching from Europe, Ireland, UK, whatever, you might go at it's quite reasonable, but like I said, when you're in Asia that long, as long as us, you start to see the difference in prices and, you know, kind of what you should be paying, I guess, for certain things. So that's probably why we're not shocked, obviously, that was 120 baht, but as Samantha was saying, when you compare it to 2 meals for 140 baht, you know, it kind of becomes a little bit of a factor. But yeah, that's what staying in Asia for so long does to you. God help us when we go back to Ireland.
Oh, good luck. Right, so we're finished our gyoza, so it's time for a drink. 2 drafts, sing it.
The soy sauce is giving us a serious thirst. Okay, so after several meals, it's definitely time for the most important of the day, which is a nice cold beer. 85 baht for a draft beer. These are Singa?
Singa, yeah.
Singa beers, right, okay. 85 baht, decent price. You can get them cheaper in Thailand as well. You can get them as low as 70 baht. Also as well, you can go to some places you can pay up to 120, maybe 150 for a beer. So it really just depends on where you decide to drink in Bangkok. In places like this that kind of have like a local feel, you'll definitely get them for cheaper for sure. What's interesting as well about drinking in Thailand is a lot of people, locals, will always add ice to their beers and stuff like that. Now I don't blame them because it goes quite warm very, very quickly, so you drink fast. But yeah, it's kind of, we got ice before, and some local people were like, "Oh, you're real Thai now," because that's just how they drink. They put ice with everything.
So yeah, if you're coming to Thailand, eat like a local and drink like a local, and you'll definitely get the best prices, plus the best atmosphere as well. It's one thing that we love about Thailand. No matter where you go, there's always live music on. The music level over here is just unbelievable. Like, they're just such good musicians, whether it's just an acoustic set on or a band. Every night of the week you can get music. So it's just a really nice atmosphere to come out and enjoy a beer, and for cheap as well by coming to the local places.
And also, one thing about Thai people and Thai culture, they love a drink. They really love a drink. We've definitely found in all the countries that we've been to in Asia that the Thais are definitely more up for the crack, as we'd say. They're very jovial drinkers. There's always a good atmosphere. They're very warm, welcoming, always like want to involve you and things like that. And no matter, like, we've had a few kind of heavy nights, I guess you'd say, and they're always just fun nights. Always kind of just a lot of drinking, and yeah, just as I said, a lot of great crack.
I think that's why we love Thailand so much, because we're Irish. We do love a drink, and the Thai people love a drink and a bit of crack. So yeah, we love it here. We definitely feel like it's like our second home. Bangkok is also known for having some really cool rooftop bars, and we did go to a couple of them the last time that we were here in Bangkok. Now, you are going to pay top prices for drinks, but they are really lovely, and you get a cool view looking over the city lit up at night and stuff. But we do definitely prefer the local places for sure. So 3 of the Thai beers that we've tried is Singa, Chang and Leo. I think our favourite is Chang, definitely, but they didn't have it there on draft, so we went for a Singa.
Okay, so it started to rain, but we're going to go further into the camp near where the band are playing, because I think they're about to come on now in a minute. So we're going to go in, have a couple of more drinks, and enjoy the music. As Samantha was saying, the bands in Thailand, the standard is really, really high. They're always really good. We've yet to see a really bad band in Thailand, all across the country. That just the level is really, really high, so it's always a good night. So we're going to go get a drink and enjoy some good live music.
Okay, so we're finished up in the camping ground. We enjoyed that band and a couple of drinks. So we're gonna close out the video now.
Before we get soaked.
Before we get soaked, yes.
In the next episode.
Over the course of a weekend, 200,000 visitors visit Chatuchak Market. Thank you.
And the flower, lovely, thank you very much. Oh no, how come you sell this one?
You know, it was a lot of tourists in this market and they're actually walking around with suitcases.
450 bahts, that's the cheapest we've seen, somewhere 300 bahts.